What's good in the hood, fam? It's your boy, your man, big brother, N to the A to the Z. Nas, the innovator for the full, you know. And before, just a little back thought before we even get into the episode for real. I don't know if it's because I'm like a quote unquote old soul. You can't see my fingers, but I'm doing a quote unquote. If I'm a quote unquote old soul or whatever you want to call it, but certain things just like don't amuse me when it comes to conversations and what I'm watching and things like that. I just don't it just don't capture my attention. For my age, I guess. It might be kind of lame in a sense. I guess I don't know. Lame's not a bad thing though, so don't think of it as a bad thing when I say it's kind of lame. But like lame, when I say lame, I mean like lame as like out of the sorts, out of the norm, which is good, especially nowadays. But yeah, I just don't like talking about like don't call my phone, to and gossip about somebody else or whatever somebody else got going on. Don't just only call my phone to, you know, let me know about the bad things going on in your life or, try to get the insight on what's bad going on in my life and, things of that nature. Now if you doing the opposite of that, you calling to get the good and to let loose of the good, then I'm all here for it. But just real quick, just some little things that I kind of like to, you know, talk about and things of that nature. But let me get into the episode. We'll be right back. Yo, I already started the episode. Just had to take a break to come back. Now we back. And as you can see, the name of this episode is rooms you should be in. Just like I don't want to make it seem like this is what I talk about with all my friends and nothing like that. But this is just the things that, you know, capture my interest in shit nowadays. I guess you could say that, a little bit. This is, let me give y'all a little, I guess, not a spoiler, but a little hint, a little hash, a little watch out sign. This is not really like a funny hee hee ha ha episode, even though every episode is a hee hee ha ha episode, but this is still more on a like, you know, um, I don't know, philosophical life side of things, philosophical equals life if you didn't know, but it's more on the philosophical side of things, just like to change your mind, to get your mindset to open up a little bit, open your mind up a little bit, I guess, But yeah, first things first, man. I'll ask, I ask a lot of people around my age, we get. I feel like a important thing we never really learn. Like they aren't gonna teach us this in school or nothing like that. It's like financial responsibility, right? And I feel like I just said that so many times. Like that word sound damn near sour coming out my mouth, But like that's what I've been practicing and shit, And it's just like I be watching I'm still learning with the shit because I'll be selling with the shit too. But I know I'll be watching some other people like around my age and shit, and they just like well, if you getting your bread, that's your bread. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. Cool. But like when you getting bread and shit, and you just buying it anything and you just spend it on wants before your needs and thinking and you're not thinking about long term and shit like that, then that's like you know I don't know, everybody point of view different, everybody aspect and brain and mindset and shit different when it comes to how they money is. I mean, it's your money, handle your shit how you want to handle it, you feel me? But I feel like my thing is like I really be thinking I don't want to sound cliche or nothing, but since I turned 20, I opened a new leaf for like, new level, unlocked a new level type shit. Now I'm thinking about building future wealth and generational wealth and thing, future finances and shit. Worry about setting up my future so I could have fun in my future. I'm cool with, being bored and being, laying all this shit now, cool. Because when I'm grown and I want to be, you know, had a kids, but whole time we all having fun as a family and shit. Cause I deep down want to be a family man, so I know that feel. I feel like that's destined for me in life somehow. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I feel like it's destined for me to be a goddamn family man. The only the right way though. But yeah, generational wealth, bro. And when I say generational wealth, a lot of people be thinking like, you mean famous, you want to be famous, you just, all that. No, I don't mean like that. Just I don't mean that's rich. That's I got a lot of jewelry, all that shit, all the cars and all that shit. That's rich. Wealthy, general wealth, generational wealth is the actual meaning is assets passed from one generation of a family to the next. But what I mean generational wealth, I mean like basically like the same thing, but I want to, like with the pod or, you know, getting into other, I'm getting to other things later on, but, you know, I mean like stuff that could carry on, type shit. Like, of course, I could be, I could be rich and famous and shit, but, you know, once you're rich and famous, you go broke. Nigga, don't nobody give no fuck about you. Type shit. You have a kid, now your kid, civilian. Now you ain't did nothing for your kid. All you can do is got stories for him. Stories and receipts about what you used to be and shit. Type shit. When you could be setting up, you could be getting out here investing in dibbling, dabbling, just in little businesses and shit, investing, getting your feet wet just to, making mistakes and making minor mistakes. Let me say that minor mistakes in your 20s and shit, 18s, tens. I mean your teens, 18s, early 30s. Getting your feet wet and shit, and then by the time you're 40 and all that shit, it should all come together and shit. And, get your shit together. But I guess everybody gonna have a time where they mindset, change to that. Everybody. You got to give everybody till we at least 25 to where we, to see what we are fully gonna be like as adults. And that's why I don't judge nobody because I'm not nobody perfect. That's first things first. Um. Oh yeah. Okay. Next, I got three. My bad. I got a little sidetracked. Build. I got three. You should want to build at least three generational incomes. And when I say generational incomes, yeah, when I say generational incomes, I mean like, you know, businesses or markets and things that could, when you get to the age where you just don't got it in you no more to physically work, you're still getting the money in, maybe because other people working for you, or maybe because you set it up to where, you still getting check flow, and now your kids growing up, you could teach them the business, and now they doing it, and now they don't gotta, worry about, college and this or going to debt and this and that, things of that nature. So I would say, and all of this I wrote down is from me. I did not like look up no search and none. So if you disagree with some of the things, any POVs, like I would love to hear y'all shit, but too bad, so sad. Wish I could, but I can't. You know. But for the first one, I would say I suggest build one you genuinely want to pursue. You know, genuinely meaning like you deep down want to do it. Like nobody, like if the whole world tell you no, you still want to do it type shit. Like something that's you feel like is on the inside of you, inside of your heart type shit. My thing is the pod, the media entertainment side of things. Not even just necessarily the pod. I feel like I was kind of meant to be. I feel like my purpose is kind of I got some type of message or something to put out there. Through my energy, how I use my words, and just my mindset, my brain being my strongest tool and shit like that. I think I just got, I just think I just got some type of purpose to be on camera, on the mic, just being a personality that we see now and then we see in the future, and it's for the future people to see, shit like that. I think, yeah, you get what I mean. But I don't know what yours is. Not everybody is meant to be on camera. You might be meant to be behind the camera. You might be meant to be a mechanic. You might be meant to, build houses. Just everything. It's never knock. You never judge. Never judge nobody. Never laugh at anybody because you never know when you need somebody or where you could end up. You just never know. That's just how life is. You feel me? Um, the second one I would suggest is get a generational, build something that, build a generational income that you could teach, that you could learn and teach somebody else, that you could teach others. My example on that one is the real estate thing. Pops. One thing about Pops I can say is Pops about the business. He been if it's not one, me being the oldest, if it's not one thing I can't say is if it's not one thing I can't say is I can't say that I ain't seen Pops always, try to get to it. Even on days where it was, it's just bad. It's just fuck it, it's me against the world type shit. He still at least tries to get to it type shit. So he got the hustle in him, and he learned in the real estate game. And me being next, me being first in line type shit. I already embraced the, I want to be the go to the, I want to be the next heartbeat of the. I want to be the next heartbeat of the family type shit. How Granny got that effect, like when Granny gone, and feel like the whole family just kind of just spread apart type shit. I kind of want to be that holding piece in a chain. I kind of want to be that for the next generation. So I'm using all this. I'm learning, soaking all this up to build generational income and shit. I don't know nothing about real estate. I mean, I know a little something, but not too much, and that's okay because that's what we here to learn. I'm glad I'm getting it in my early days, and it's everything like happening at what seems to be the right timing, you know. But yeah, get something you can learn, and something you can learn and teach others, And it don't even really just got to be like really, like nothing really major. It's not about the money at the end of the day. It is, but it's really not. You know, it's about the consistency of the income. That's what it is. Like 9 to 5s is like consistent if you want to work, from all every day, all day from 19 to 65 years old to be satisfied. I'm not talking about like that. I mean like build some up to where like, you know, okay, it's gonna hit. I can lean on this. I can lean on this. Type shit. And that's why I'm giving you three because at least two of them. I ain't gonna say at least two of them. At least one of them is bound to, be wishy washy with the shit. So you gotta at least have two. Like at least I think, and I don't think it's gonna flop at all, and not like it's gonna be inconsistent or nothing. But I think my one out of my three that might have a chance of being shaky is the pod and me being like the media entertainment sides, and I only think that's because of right now. I gotta prove that. I think right now my part of this journey is like I'm working, I'm grinding for it, but I'm also proving, to myself and to God and to the universe above that I'm doing this in a faint of heart and not just for like fame to have something to do or just to like get bread or nothing like that. But you get it. So got the first two. The first one, genuinely one you want to pursue. The second one, something you can learn and teach others. The third one, something you can almost always turn to. Like no matter what, like whether it's like you get a street job where it's like street cleaners, construction, or firefighters. I heard firefighters got like a little slick schedule, or just smooth shit like plumbing, um, electricity. I would prefer electricity. If you into them kind of things, then you do that. But I feel like that's a dangerous game to be playing with. Uh, but other, things of that nature. I'm pretty sure you get the gist of what I'm getting at. Nah, like, cause my example with that one is like, and I've been getting a little experience with this. but the truck driving, and it seemed like I ain't gonna say it seemed like the truck driving world is big. You might know it's a slight possibility you know somebody who is a truck driver or who has been in the truck driving field. And it could take you a long way. Now, I would say, I have been around to experience where, you know, truck driving is at its lowest and it at its highest. So, it can be times where it's not really hitting for real, but it'll pick back up again eventually because that's the stuff we need. We bring in because the truck drivers they playing an important role in the society right now. They bringing in all the supplies, bringing in food, they're bringing in bringing in whatever we need. You're bringing in everything. No telling really what's in there. So I'm not even gonna try to guess, but you get it. Um, why you should think about your actions nowadays in the present day? That's a good question I wrote down and asked myself because your actions today, you know, play a huge part. I ain't gonna say play a huge part. They most likely will affect your tomorrow and they will most likely affect your tomorrow, and that tomorrow will turn into a week, and then week could turn into a month, and then next thing you know it, you've been in the same spot, same place for like 5 years. You probably wondering like, why am I going through this, or why am I stuck here, or this and this, why am I going through this, and shit like that. Wherever you find yourself at, wherever you end up is where you're supposed to be at, and that's why I say your actions nowadays is important. Everything you putting out there. I don't know if you probably heard me say this shit a lot personally, or you've probably heard other people say it, but the energy, the things, the actions and stuff you put out there will come back to you. It might not come back to you in the same form that you put it out there, but it will come back to you. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it sync up to like future events or like past events that kind of like sync up. If you get what I mean, like you would go through some shit, then you would like get a flashback, and it'll be like, damn, okay, that's why that happened. That's why I just did that. Well, that's why I went through that. Shit like that. You get it, bro. I hope every like I get a sense of feeling sometimes like when I'm off the mic that all of these audio episodes, everything that I'm saying now is gonna like resurface when niggas like 25, 26, 27, and I got like probably like 1,000 some subscribers, or something like that, and it's just like, oh, he been talking that shit, but I just only I'm at 30 to 30 subscribers right now, so it's like, we on the grind though. And a crazy thing, like, this is a little side note, like, my brother pointed to me the other day. He was like, nigga, how long you been doing the pod thing? I told him like, yeah, in a couple months, basically almost 2 years, you know. And he pointed to me like, look at what niggas was at last year. Now, mind you, me and my brother wasn't even cool last year for real. So for him to say that, I really thought about it last year. Like, we did come a long way, type shit. Like, and I'm just speaking strictly from pod. Like, we done went through a couple changes, but like to get basically we went from like 9 subscribers on YouTube and Spotify to like 30 on both in like a couple months. Type shit, and it's still going. Let's keep it going. We'll give y'all around, we'll give a round of applause for that. But this is, a subtle, calm episode. We're not doing too much. Um, what else right here? My bad, y'all. I'm kind of parched. I don't want to, drink on mic, because it's like I kind of be trying to, but I don't really watch the audios back. But when I do watch them, I be hearing like some kind of like lag spikes, not lag spikes, but like loud spikes and shit. And I don't really know how to like. I don't know if I can edit off the voice recording app right now. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm not in the studio, and I'm not in the studio. I'm in I'm in a crib studio. You know, I'm in a crib. I'm in a crib stew. No, I'm gonna find a different name for that. I'm in a booth, nigga. That's what I'm in, nigga. I'm in a booth, nigga. You don't know what a booth at, nigga. You don't need to, nigga. I'm in a booth, nigga. Fuck wrong with them, you know. But back to the business, bro. You know? Oh, my bad, Josh. Shit. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I just had to refresh myself. Oh my god, don't I sound better? I sound like I was finna like a dying cat, just some shit, you know. Well, that's what I felt like. But right to it, do what you want to do now in your lifespan, so your kids can do what they want to do in their lifespan. You know, let me when I said that, let me elaborate. Matter of fact, let me elaborate. What I mean by that is like I don't know. You may have not experienced it. You may have. I'm pretty sure it's a strong possibility we all have experienced it in some sort of way. You know what I'm talking about is some type of forced doubt, or you know somewhere where something where somebody tries to shatter your confidence in something that you're doing, and they do that. People tell you like, oh, well, you could do it, but you probably ain't gonna make it to. You ain't gonna make it that far. You know what you're doing. You're not doing that for real. Like that's not gonna be nothing for real. Like that's not a real something. Ain't no telling what people could say to try to shatter your confidence. But people do that. People try to shoot your dreams down and shit like that because they had other people try to shoot their dreams down. And it all stem because one person can't fulfill their own dreams. So do what I mean is like do what you want to do. Fulfill. Make sure you take your time on Earth, and fulfill your purpose, of course. But do what you want to do, and you do it wisely. But also think of your kids in the future too, because you don't want to make no mistakes to where now your mistakes affecting their life, and now they gotta move around your mistakes, and they can't be who they truly was to become. Shit like that. I mean, and I don't know what situation none of us in. None of y'all in that's probably listening right now, or just listening right now anywhere across the world. I don't know what predicament we was born in and found ourselves in, you know, but you don't want that same predicament for your kids. You want better always. So why not get them better? You got full choice. You don't got you can't dwell on your parents not giving you better and then fuck it up, then not getting them better. Type shit. You know. But yeah, that's a quick little thought on that. I don't know, bro. I just had that little thought because people be calling me on some, you know, on some like I'm a healer type shit. Not to sound like no spiritual queen or nothing, but on some I'm a healer. Like I'm supposed to take take your bullshit, ball it up and then turn it into treasure and throw it back at you or something some shit like I don't know, which I'm capable of doing. I don't excel at that, but I'm kind of cold at it. But I don't know, fool. But yeah, that's really it, y'all. I ain't gonna get to yapping or nothing. Like 25 minutes in, we straight. Love y'all. Peace. I'll be back with another episode, probably a video, but I love the audio, so y'all gonna keep getting these too. Love my Spotify fam. If you listening over here, you need and you curious about the YouTube, we definitely on YouTube. Slide over there to the Nas Ford Experience. Um, like, comment, subscribe. Same thing over here. And yeah, that's really it. Keep comment, gonna keep coming. Bigger and better. Time never. I mean, grind never stop, nigga. In due time. Love y'all. Peace. We out.